What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to the Mr. Winslaw channel. I am Mr. Winslaw, your host, and today we are going to be discussing doing the math, dating in the 21st century. Now, I know that some of you may hate math. You probably despised it when you were in grade school, high school, what not, but nonetheless, this is going to be a math lesson that is going to inform and even delight you. So let's get started, shall we? Number one, we're going to attack the dating dilemma from a numerical standpoint. We are going to crunch the numbers and identify the problem and solution. And finally, we're going to see from a mathematical point of view who is really making strides in the dating game. Now, according to the 2010 census, Yahoo Answers, and Wikipedia, there are approximately 155 million females in the United States, as opposed to 151 million males in the United States. This simply means that if we took one woman, paired her with one man, and we did that throughout the United States from sea to shining sea, there would be 4 million females remaining. Think about that. Male, female, and we do this throughout the U.S., there's still going to be 4 million females remaining. Now, in the black community, the numbers are just as staggering. There are approximately 20,575,685 black women in the U.S., as opposed to 18,801,731 black men in the United States. This means that if we employed the same tactic that we did in the one before, if we paired every black man with every black woman from coast to coast, we would come up with 1,773,954 black women remaining. Now, what does this mean, Mr. Winslaw? I'll tell you what it means. Number one, men are the minority. Yes, in the black community, black men are the minority. Black women outrank us as far as numbers are concerned. The black population is going to have more black women than black men. But this also means that as the minority, men are more sought after. Yes, it does. Whenever you have a product or a person that is scarce, you are always going to put a value, and it's probably going to be a higher value on that object of scarcity. That is the truth. That is something that we have seen played out time and time again. Yes, since black men in the black community are the minority, that means that we are sought after. Number two, women chiefly compete against other women. This is very true. A woman typically is not going to compete against another man. I know that in the workplace they may say, well, you know what? Janie's going for a promotion and Todd's going for the same promotion and they're competing against one another. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the competition of who you are going to romance. Women do not compete with men because we're easy prey. A woman can bat those eyes, switch those hips, and she's going to have a man wrapped around her fingers. That's easy. Her fiercest competition is going to come from another woman, especially if both of those women have eyes for the same man. Women chiefly compete against other women in that arena. Finally, what is one besides so many? Let's just suppose you have a bad month. Let's suppose that you strike out some 50 times with 50 different black women in a month's time. I mean, it is just terrible for you. As soon as you walk up, they're saying, talk to the hand because the face don't understand. They are just letting you have it because you're not attractive or appealing to them. Well, it could happen. Let's suppose you do strike out with 50. That means that you have 1,773,904 black women remaining. Those are numbers I can live with. Let's suppose that she is a lesbian, because sometimes there are black women who have a different sexual orientation. Not all black women are heterosexual, and I recognize that. Let's suppose that she just tells you that, look, I like the same thing you like, so it's not going to happen between us. That's okay. What is one besides so many? If you lose one, if you lose 10, if you lose 100, if you even lose 1,000 turnoffs are not going to be the equivalent of 1,773,000. Look, it's just not going to happen, okay? There is no way in the world that being turned down by anything less than 1,773,954 is going to cut the mustard. Number one, black men are the minority. Number two, women chiefly compete against other women, especially in the realm of romance with another man. And finally, what is one besides so many? The reason I put this video blog out there is because I do believe that people need to see the whole story when it comes to something. They need to be exposed to the facts. They need to see the facts for what they are, because there's some people that just don't have the time to look them up. Some people aren't even interested in the facts, and some people don't even want to see how these facts, how these stats play into their day-to-day lives. But nonetheless, that is why I put this video blog out there. I do believe that people need to see this. I do believe that black men need to be aware that they are the minority. Thus, they are sought after. Women chiefly compete against other women. Yes, it's very true. If you ever want to see the fangs come out, go ahead and bring a handsome man between two women that want him. Oh my God. And number three, what is one besides so many? Do keep this in mind, YouTube community. And as always, from the Mr. Wins Law Studios, God bless.